So, this is Jeremyggaming. I'm sitting in a tripod. I've got 30 decoys sitting out here in front of me. But, due to the fact that they all blend into this nice cornfield, you can't really see them. Used to be, before they did this last patch or two, over by my tent, you could set up a tripod and put the goose or the geese decoys down and make a spot wherever you wanted to. Now it has to be in a cornfield. Yeah, there's 30 of them all huddled up in a nice cute little line. But it doesn't matter if you drop 30. It doesn't matter if all you have to do is drop one, because they are attracted to the decoy. They're not attracted to anything else but the decoy and the collar. But if you are out running around and you come back to your tent spot and stealth crawl in, or even just slowly get out of your tent and look, 9 times out of 10 you might have geese ready for you. Speak of the devils, and there they are. Weapons wise, I have the 22 long rifle, 22 pistol, 20 gauge semi-auto. The 243 and the M1 Garand are for anything level 2 to 8 that run around. Right now, if you wanted to, you could spot them, find out which one's the biggest. I kind of like to play the press my luck game. On geese, you see a 4? 4 is not the biggest, 5 is. Now, due to the fact that they were hit, okay, they're going to fall at the end of the field. Honestly, don't want to call too many in, because I don't want any despawns of the ones I shot down that fall farther out. But there's different feather variations on the geese. There's melanistic. I think there's albino. There's a bald. There's a brown hybrid. Of course, common. And maybe some other ones. I don't hunt them very much. I just didn't feel like being out running around. Just technically, I ran from starting outpost and made my way all the way up here. Oh, they're leaving. Let's see where these ones fall. Oh, I hit 3 of them. Guess I didn't. And this is where they're gonna glitch and stay at the... Nope. You gonna fall or not? Yep, you're gonna fall. Okay. Let's go pick up what I can pick up. Common. Not bad. But if you're low on money, they pay good. I mean, they're almost 1,000. They're over 1,000 per kill. Also, the reason I'm on Hirsch is possibly next week, don't quote me, or the middle of next month, we could be looking at having European rabbits. Jaxie Beer today did a great job. Always overexcited as usual, but did an excellent job today on showing off the European rabbits. They have a burrowing mechanic, so they will spawn near their burrows and possibly hang out near their burrows. And then when they get scared and hit the flee mechanic that we've all seen, then they will run back into their burrows. I think it's cool. It's something new. I think with them adding more and more small game to this game, that we could possibly be looking at dogs being added as a DLC. The dogs will probably be a paid DLC and probably be one of those nice little $3.99 DLCs that we all are used to paying for, because it's $7.99 US for the maps, and it's $3.99 US for the regular DLCs. Well, they dropped over there. One thing I'm happy that EW does, yes, they pump out a lot of DLCs, and DLCs are great. But the best thing is, they're cheap. You can be like Dovetail. They make the game Train Simulator World. Trains on there are going to cost you about $20, and the any of your maps that they have are going to cost you $30. Spider-Man, when it came out on the PS4. I pre-ordered it, bought it, was happy to have it. My main issue with it was they wanted $15, $20 for DLC. Which, if the DLC, to me, if I'm paying 20, 30, 40 bucks, give or take, for a DLC, I want it to be more than just playing as one character, just being one map, and a few little game tweaks. As times are rough, I've been off since March. I haven't been able to find a job since March. I'm limited on anything I pick up. So smaller, cheaper DLC is not bad. Paradox Gaming, another good company that does fairly cheap DLCs. They make games like City Skylines, that was free for a while on PlayStation. They also make Stellaris and quite a few other grand strategy games. I like the company. I like the fact that they are like EW every single week. They are pumping out they're actually talking to people. They're doing live streams. I'm not playing this game. I'm gonna kill it. And where are we dropping? But to have companies that are willing to not rob you every time they get the chance. Ubisoft is another good company. Yes, they will nickel and dime you every which way they can, but for some of their games they will give you you can buy a year one pass, which means it's a season pass where you get all their DLCs for the first year at a reasonable price. I'd rather do that than do like some of the other games out there where they have a season pass 1 and then they go 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5 years later you got the season pass 5 or 6, and you've blown a lot of money for not a lot of stuff, especially the fighting games. You pay 20, 30 bucks for a new, excuse me, for 3 new fighters. Can't see doing it. Mortal Kombat 11. I've got it on my Xbox One. I like the game. My issue with it is they dropped a Aftermath DLC and it was 60 bucks. It only brought in 3 new characters and a little bit of an extended storyline. The company's got to make money, but hey, it is what it is. I'm not paying for it. But as you see, I'm level 18. I'm working my way back up. I was level 50 when we got the dreaded bug for the mule deer, where you had level 5s and 6s on the map. So as soon as they dropped the patch, I know they did a population reset. But for me, I just decided to do a game reset. I figured it was easier. Then what they had told everybody was go out and shoot every single level 5 and 6 off your map, and they are even going up to 7s. Go kill all of them, and you might be alright. Which in SRP, Silver Ridge Peaks, I had no issues, because I didn't have anything bigger than a level 4 anywhere on the map. I'd been almost every square inch of it and never seen one. I went into Parque Fernando, and I don't really like the map much. It feels rushed. It's had quite a bit of bug issues, so I don't play it unless I'm actually looking for something. Right now we have an issue with them spawning too many diamonds up. Me, honestly, you want the diamonds, go get them. I'm not going to rush out and go find me one. I killed a level 4 the day it launched. Thought it looked absolutely amazing. And really never had the urge to go back and hunt them down. Just because I didn't want to go through the headache of getting trolled. There's nothing worse than running around your map for days at a time looking for that mythical diamond and never killing it because there's nothing but trolls. As long as they've got the diamond system, and that's the main thing everybody wants, is those diamonds, then there's always going to be trolls. There's always going to be issues with that. There's going to be a ton of crying and whining because my level 3 wasn't a diamond. My level 5 wasn't a diamond. My level 9 wasn't a diamond. Honestly, I like shooting them. I like a diamond every once in a while. But if I can see a rare that I don't have, or a rare that I only have one of, I'll go get it. I'd rather have that diamond than, or not the diamond, but I'd rather have the rare than the diamond. There's guys out there in the community that have over 900 diamonds. But you ask them what's the rarest animal they've got, and they tell you it's a piebald axis deer, then, well, they're not really out trying to hunt nothing. Piebald axis deer are quote-unquote rare fur variants. But to be honest with you, they're not. They're quite common right now. They were common when the map dropped. They were never adjusted. I've got an Xbox lodge that has seven or eight piebald axis deer. None of them are diamonds. They're just piebald axis deer. Males, females. Some of the rarest animals I've seen are the black gold hogs or boars. I've got one of those. Piebald musk deer. A buddy in the community that's part of Shredhead's Lodge, he got a piebald lynx. Lynx alone are probably some of the hardest to actually hunt. You gotta like night hunting or super early morning, super late evening hunting. And you pretty much need disturb vegetation to be able to see these rares and track the rares. When you're using disturbed vegetation, it's more of a tracking than a sight spotting. Every diamond I've shot, and I've got over 40 on Xbox and probably 20 on PS4, have all been scope it, shoot it, pick it up. I don't know what the max weights of any of the animals are. There's spreadsheets on just about everybody's Discord that has those. But I don't go by weight. I look at the animal, look at the animal level. If the animal has a rack and the rack looks big, I'm going to shoot it. For brand new players, I've heard different ways of playing. Run around, shoot everything. Good strategy. Can make you some money. But if you've bought the 2019 or the 2020 edition of the game, you've got DLCs. Those DLCs give you an advantage. At level 1, all you need is cash. And you're going to get some of that just from doing the starting lookout point and starting outpost. For most of these maps, they're going to give you a couple $1,000s. So you can go out your first day, first time ever playing, you got the DLCs, you just go to the lodge, pick up a 30-06 or the M1 Garand. Or if you've got the smoking barrels, you grab the 50 caliber muzzleloader, which is extremely cheap with a decent scope. And it will shoot everything from level 3 to the ball ammo's 3 to 7. And the one that actually looks like a bullet, it is 3, wait a minute, one of them's 2 to 7, the other one's 3 to 8. The round ball's 2 to 7. And the one that looks like a bullet's 3 to 8. Which means, honestly, you can shoot everything on Layton but ducks and rabbits and get away with it. But There's your 50 caliber muzzleloader. You can carry a 22 pistol. If you got the 22s, you can carry the 22 pistol, which is extremely light, and get your pistol score up. Ammo's cheap, but the mini ball is 4 to 8, and the round ball is 3 to 7. Grab either one of them. Carry your 243, which I now almost carry my 243 on every map. That'll allow you to shoot the coyotes. It's free. They give you free ammo. You get the 243 right off the bat. And the soft points for the 243 are free. And they go all the way up to level 6. Do I recommend you go shooting a level 6 with them? Not really. But you can. It's one of those things, if you get a heart shot on anything, you can kill it. But it's got to get to the heart. Your next weapon up would be, if you have no DLCs, is the 270. Which kind of puts a limit on what you can shoot. This will take out your whitetails and your blacktails fairly easy. So will the 243. If you have no DLCs, you could actually go out and work your way up to getting the 30-30, and it goes 2 to 6. Or, because of being a console player, we start off with a 7mm. You don't need a weapon score to get it. It's just like the 270 Huntsman. You don't need the weapon score, you need the cash. But you'll get the 7mm would be already unlocked. It's a good gun. And it goes all the way to level 9. Then of course you've got your 45-70 and your 338. This is, like I've been speaking, this is nothing but starting weapons. No DLCs. Which means you're only going to have Leighton and Hirschfeld. Leighton, your max animal is level 8. That's your moose. Your lowest is going to be your ducks and your rabbits, and those are level 1s. If you don't have the DLCs or whatever, you can still shoot them. You just don't have the decoys for the ducks, and you don't have the ground blinds. But you get a 12-gauge shotgun, which they give you at the start. Use the buckshot ammo they give you, which is like 3 to 6, 3 to 7. And you can pretty much work your way up to getting the birdshot. Birdshot's 900 points. So it's going to take a little bit. Not as much as getting the scopes for those shotguns, because those are 5,000 points. As you move up through the weapon score, though, you'll be able to work your way into the 12-gauge pump, which holds 6 rounds. It's another good gun. Never had an issue with it. Put a scope on it. It's great. My only issue with the 12 gauge, if you have no DLCs, is you're never going to shoot a level 9 with a shotgun. you got to buy the Smoking Barrels DLC for that. If you're... Well, also, you'll be able to have access with no DLCs to the 223. Another good gun. 6 rounds, kind of quiet. But it's another small level 2 to 6, 2 to 7 weapon. You'll also, with no DLCs, have access to the 44 Magnum. You can buy it straight off the bat as long as you have the cash for it. But you'll have to unlock the ammo. And then after weeks, months, you can work your way up to the 454. Did those land? They're getting ready to. I think I need to do some geese hunting. Mainly what I'm doing here is I'm just sitting here doing a Q&A. I'm not really worried about shooting anything. But you'll have access to that. Also, with no DLCs, you'll have access to 3 bows. You'll have access to 1 right off the bat. And you'll have access to 420 arrows. 420 arrows go from 2 to 7. So you'll be able to hunt almost anything in the game with it. You won't be able to shoot small rabbits and geese and birds and stuff like that, but you'll be able to shoot something. And you will not be able to take out moose or the bison, which to me isn't that big of a deal, but you can work your way up to getting the bigger arrows and the smaller arrows. It's just, with the weapon scores, it's based on how much time do you want to spend on getting your scores up. Right now, you can see my rifle scores through the roof. When it hits 5,500, 5,600, it'll be maxed out. I'll be able to use any rifle in the game, no big deal. The shotguns, pistols, and bows are going to take a little bit more work. Would I consider this game a simulator? Yes and no. Yes, it's a simulator because we can go around hunting and do what you want. That's what a main simulator... to me, that's what a simulator game is. It simulates something in real life. Not 100% realistic, but it simulates real life. And it's an activity that you could do without limits. Like if you're playing American Truck Simulator or a fishing simulator or something like that. You can go and fish for whatever you want or drive a truck and go wherever you want, as long as you have the means to do it. You know, the cash, in-game cash to do it, or the skill. That's why I'd consider it part of a simulator. But I'd also consider this game partly arcade. Because the scoring system is semi-based on a real-life scoring system. But there is a bronze, silver, gold, and diamond. That takes away from it being a true simulator. Hunter Classic, which is a PC game. It is published by EW, Expansive Worlds, the same ones who do this one. And it doesn't have a diamond system. It doesn't have a medal system. To find out how good you are, it goes onto a leaderboard, which leaderboards in this game are broke. Same thing with the Hunt Beta Club. It's broke. But you can go through and compare your kill to everybody else's. And it's kind of like seeing who's the top dog on the porch. They also have rare variants in there. The game is free to play, but they do have in-game currency that you could pay for with your real-life cash, or you can do missions to earn that in-game currency. That kind of a system doesn't really bother me. Oh, don't you look pretty. Dead. You weren't the one I was going for, but... Now let's go pick these up. Well, like I told Mr. Shredhead Gaming today, this is pretty much all I'm gonna do. Sit here, chill, and talk about the game. I came over here with a total of, I think it was $700. And I've already made like 20K. Just by screwing around. Sitting in a tripod. Which also, if you don't have the DLC, you can't do. You also can't geese hunt without the DLC. But if you have friends who play the game, you could geese hunt. They set up a multiplayer map. You guys could get on the map and sit and geese hunt. Because all they need is decoys set up. And one person can sit with a collar to call them in, or they can go off and do their own thing. Well, you just sit and chill. They can even put a tripod up, and I think you are able to use a tripod. If not, they can put up a ground blind, and you can sit and use their ground blind. But I think I'm going to call this the end of my stream. If you have any questions, comments, remarks, whatever, you can always leave it in the comment section below. If you liked what you seen, hit me with a like. If you didn't like what you seen, I like dislikes too. It just means that it's going to take my content off your page, so you won't have to see it. But yeah, if you liked what you seen, hit the like. Didn't like what you seen, hit the dislike. If you want to see more, let me know. If you didn't like this little Q&A sit and chill stream, let me know about that too. Anyways, this is Jeremy G Gaming, and I'm out of here.